What's happening, everybody? So we're finally back with our next episode of the Cool Movies Podcast. I am Francis Coolman, and I'm joined here by my regular co-host, Mr. Leo Wakil.
Yes,
How
sir.
you doing?
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Now, there's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
This was one of the best summer movie seasons I can remember in a very, very long time.
Way better than last year. Way better.
Well, see, you know what the thing is like, I don't even remember what the last few years have been.
Just that they're doing flops. A lot of flops in the summer.
Like,
That's all I remember.
what do you remember from last year?
From last year in summer?
Okay, I remember zero.
2024.
Mm-hmm. This is that good.
Gotta open a list.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. It's like when you can't think of it, it's that bad.
We got Deadpool and Wolverine, which...
Yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about Deadpool and Wolverine because I did a review of The Naked Gun.
Mm-hmm. The OG.
No,
The new one.
The new one.
You've seen it already?
Yeah.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It is. It tickles me because
I'm watching it next week.
it's so good.
Mhm.
It's quick. It's
Like 85 minutes, right?
85 minutes. There's a joke every single minute. I had my doubts when I heard that they were doing a new one. I was like, oh, great. Nostalgia bait and remake or
Legacy
something.
sequel.
Legacy sequel. This is like, somebody called it a remake-quel because Liam Neeson plays the son of the original character.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. But it is so good. And when I was thinking about Deadpool and Wolverine and why it hasn't aged well for me. It was kind of nice to see.
Yeah.
And I remember it being a vibe, but it wasn't really about something like the other Deadpool movies
And like
were.
I think the opening scene kind of sums it all up. It's great in the moment, but why?
Yeah.
Why would you have like? It's a really great scene, I think, but still, like when I came out of Deadpool and Wolverine, I wasn't sure because I like the second one better than the first one.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know if I preferred the second or Deadpool and Wolverine, but like now a year later, I definitely think the third one is the worst. Definitely. Yeah.
And because more I thought about it in relation to The Naked Gun, is because it's like the same note, the same kind of joke over and over and over again.
Self-deprecating, shots at Marvel.
Yeah, and it's like it's become so expected.
Yeah.
But with Naked Gun, what you're gonna see is that it's a joke a minute, but it's a different kind of joke. It's play on words, it's pop culture references, it's dad jokes, it's slapstick, just the situation itself, because Liam Neeson is, one of the, I think from just an actor's point of view, just like one of the more underrated ones as far as skill level.
I think his career hasn't favored him that much. Like after Schindler's List, I think he should have.
You don't really hear from him after a Schindler's List. At least I never noticed him really until Taken.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big gap. But, I grew up with him with like Michael Collins and Rob Roy and Schindler's List. But I thought it was going to be a shot against him. I thought it was going to be a detriment to the movie. I'm like, why are you getting this guy to be in The Naked Gun? But because he's such a good actor,
such a serious
like that deadpan delivery. He does it so well. He doesn't do it as well as Leslie Nielsen, but he's unique. he's a classic. Like, do you know any of his other work? Like
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen, the original Naked Gun trilogy, Airplane.
I haven't seen Airplane. No, I haven't seen the original Naked Gun.
Okay.
I'm watching the new one with a friend who told me like the original is one of his favorites. He loves it.
So good.
And like I think his brother already saw the new one and told him it's awesome and he's excited. So we're watching it together.
Yeah. So it's I was feeling just like giddy.
Yeah.
When I came coming out of watching the movie, and so I was like, and also kind of hopeful because I'm like, is Hollywood gonna be funny again?
New comedies like. You see, have you seen Bottoms?
No.
2022 or 3, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Like that's something that I don't like bottoms that much.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Ayodevi from The Bear, but it seems like it's trying to be a modern comedy,
Mhm.
but it gives up the humor just to be a modern comedy.
Okay.
It tries to make references. It tries to be over the top in every moment possible. So it didn't work for me. A comedy, like a new modern comedy that worked for me, was a throwback comedy, which was No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence and Andrew Garfield Feldman.
Oh yeah, you like that one?
I really like that one.
Okay.
I thought it was
Didn't do it for
funny.
me.
It was sweet. Like it was really cliche, but that's what I liked. I prefer way more that we get 1,000 No Hard Feelings than another Bottoms.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No Hard Feelings. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing.
I like him, like the guy from the movie.
Yeah,
he's very young.
He played very well.
Yeah.
Vibe really good with Jennifer Lawrence, which is not an easy task.
He sings very well.
Oh yeah.
In the movie.
I just overall I was like,
Yeah.
you're a little try hard.
Yeah.
So there's not like an organic sense of it, which is what the Naked Gun gives me. You'll see for yourself.
Okay.
You know, and then the chemistry between him and Pamela Anderson.
They're a couple, I think, now, aren't they? Like
I think it's like
marketing.
Like what was that movie that came out with Sydney Sweden?
Sweeney and
Anyone But You?
Anyone But You, yeah.
Yeah, like for they played up like they're maybe together to like promote the movie.
There was nothing.
No. I mean, her fiance produced the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yes. She when she finally did the SNL, she says it in her monologue.
Ah, okay.
But the movie had been out and whatever, so it was alright.
The money was made.
The money was made. That's a good way of putting it. And so that's kind of where I think they're going with it. To be very honest. But also, I mean, it's Liam Neeson, man. It's like he's got that status, so even if it's real, I imagine.
Huh?
I can imagine it being real if it is.
Yeah.
I just don't get the feeling that it is. Okay, so you told me you watched 35 movies.
35 movies, yeah.
Which is impressive. I like that.
Not
rookie numbers.
No, not rookie numbers. I got those numbers up.
All right.
Every break I try to cross as many as I can off the watch.
What was the oldest movie you watched?
Can I check?
Yeah.
I have a list where I have I told you already. Not the years, but the order I'm gonna watch them.
Okay.
And I use a website that gives me I put the list out of order. It gives me 2 options, and I keep choosing one or the other, which one I want to watch first. And in the end, it gives me the right order.
Yes.
So I just follow that. The oldest movie I saw was probably Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
Dead. No, it's not that old, but it's a little old.
Anything from the 90s?
No, nothing pre. Shaun of the Dead. Nothing pre 2000s, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, I know. But I do have many 1990s classics that I haven't seen yet.
Okay. So from the movies that you watched, what was the best one you think?
I think
liked,
the one that
your favorite.
impacted me the most was The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Might sound silly.
Yeah, I saw it once a long time ago. But okay, what was it about this one?
Every single thing that happens to the main character, I've experienced in some form.
Hit home.
And the final scene of that movie is a life motto for where I am in life.
Okay.
These high school years.
Yeah.
And going to college and preparing for senior year and losing my friends or keeping their memory. He struggles when he changes from, I think he changes from middle school to high school, and the friends he makes when he starts high school are seniors, so they're moving away a year later, and that didn't happen to me, but he had a hard time when he came into high school. I had a hard time when I came to my new school. Time to adapt, finding your group, understanding that you're gonna lose them. The thing that I took away the most from the movie is that you can't force yourself or push yourself through change.
Yeah.
You have to understand and value where you are right now, so you can understand change and be able to experience it.
Ah, okay.
That's what
Man, it went
really,
deep. You went deep with
really
first one.
deep. Yeah, that the final scene destroyed me. Destroyed me.
All right.
Yeah, they talk about memories and pictures and how like the friends we laugh with nowadays are gonna become someone's mom and dad.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy, like
It's surreal to think about,
Yeah.
you know, because like even like, you know, to piggyback off what you're saying, it's like one of my favorite pastimes when I have like a small chunk of time is I just doom scroll, you know, which I can only do maybe once or twice a day for like 20 minutes each. And it's funny how the algorithm really becomes you at different moments. And for me, what's dominating my algorithm now is just tributes to Hulk Hogan. You know, because he recently passed away, and then he was one of my superheroes growing up. Like you cannot understand my childhood without the essential piece of professional wrestling, to be very honest. And Hulk Hogan was the biggest dude at the time. And I remember there were two rival companies. It was a WWF and a WCW. And my best friend and I, like, we would always argue about which one was better. And then it got to a situation where like people would change, go back and forth. And then so he dies, and there's a tribute with that Creed song, My Sacrifice. You know this song? Okay, that's all good. But that song is in the background of this tribute to Hulk Hogan, and then the caption is just, it's so like from somebody in their 40s. The caption is, "I'm not crying, you are."
Yeah.
You know? And then I send it to my friend, and then that just kind of started this conversation about like going back down memory lane. We were just like kids watching wrestling and then pretending to be wrestlers. Like, okay, now I'm gonna do this move and you're gonna do that move.
the same friend from when you
The same friend from when I was like 10 years old. Like, he lives in a completely different continent now. But like we connected back through that. You know, so it is funny how it's like, yeah, we're just doing this and living life, and then 20, 30 years passes, and then it's like, oh, there's so much in between, you know? So it's funny how you got that from Wallflower.
Got something very similar to that.
Yeah.
Like a week ago, I became a senior. So
Yeah. And you're like, this is the last year of normal school?
normal school, yeah.
Really?
Somehow.
Yeah.
And things
It
are
happens like that.
Yeah,
man.
it doesn't stop.
Nope.
No. Yeah.
Now, of those movies, what would you say is the one that, like, man, did I really have to watch that? It just didn't do it for you. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie. It just didn't do it for you.
I think I watched this in the beginning of June, and it's unfortunate because I think it's the best regarded movie out of all of those that I've
Tell
watched.
me.
The Silence of the Lambs.
Wow. That's the oldest. That's older.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 1992.
Forgot.
Bro.
Yeah, that won Best Picture in 19.
All the big ones. Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, Screenplay.
It was very.
Big
I
five.
appreciated. I don't like. It's not a horror movie. It's a thriller. Yeah.
Suspense thriller.
Suspense thriller.
I
Sure.
think that's where you.
Anthony Hopkins winning Best Actor is hilarious for that movie. Like, he's in it for 15 minutes max.
18 minutes.
Not, 18 minutes. He's not the main character. Jodie Foster was really good.
Yeah.
She deserved it. He won it for The Father later, which he deserved, of course. I think I took 2 or 3 days to finish that movie.
Really? Like, was it the pacing?
It was.
Or the...
It was slow, but I just couldn't. Like there were the scenes with him. When she's talking to him behind the mirror and everything, like she's going after what he's saying, I just didn't connect, didn't feel, it didn't thrill me. The escape scene where he escapes, like the police, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like I saw, we were talking about Long Legs before.
Yeah.
People say that Long Legs is very reminiscent to Seven and Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
And it's like now watching Silence of the Lambs after Long Legs, it's really similar to Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Especially what's the name of the actual bad guy in the end?
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Longlegs is basically Buffalo Bill
Okay.
with like not nowadays because it's like a pure beast, but a different version of him.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ending of the movie.
Okay.
That's what I can say. I like the ending. I saw something like a review from a guy saying like Silence of the Lambs, you know about her past and her trauma, and in the end there's a poodle barking at her.
Yeah.
So like it's a sheep in form of a dog yelling at her like her old ghost coming back, which I thought was cool. Just didn't do it for me.
Interesting. I've seen that movie so many times.
Yeah.
So many times.
Have you seen like the sequels? I know there are many.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. They're not as good. I would say Hannibal is really good.
Ridley Scott, right?
Yeah, Ridley Scott. I watched it in the movie theater, and I still remember there is a scene. You've never seen Hannibal?
No,
right?
no, I just saw the first one.
There is a scene where, how do I say it without giving too many spoilers? I'll just say it is not an appetizing scene. And then I remember, like, as it's happening, I'm like, are they really doing this? And then it happens, and then I went with my friend and his girlfriend, and she just bolts out. Like she's gonna puke. Like, you know, she's putting her hand up here and runs out of the movie theater. And I'm like, this is cool.
Cool.
Whoa. Like,
the opposite reaction.
Yeah, and complete out like, this is cool. And, you know, and I'm a big Ridley Scott fan.
Yeah.
I didn't particularly like switching from Jodie Foster to Julianne Moore, but there's a whole behind the scenes like reason for that. Like when you eventually watch Hannibal, we can get into it. But I think it's beautifully shot. I mean, it's Ridley Scott. I mean, great performances. Ray Liotta is in it. The late Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
And Anthony Hopkins gives a great performance.
Is he in the movie more than the first one?
Way more, because it's a few years after his escape. He's living in Italy, and through a weird set of circumstances, he pops up again on the radar of the FBI, and so then it's the chase. I'll give you this: Gary Oldman is in it. You don't know it's him, and he is not credited in the end credits.
Not credited?
No. There was some dispute after the fact, and he's like, take my name off of it.
Wow. Take my name.
Take my
he's
name
not
off.
credited if I research like officially.
At this point, I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case, but at the time, it's like, okay, so who plays this character? Where is he? Like, he doesn't. Gary Oldman, the name doesn't show up, and I always thought that was weird. He's there. I'm not gonna. You'll see what I mean, but you don't see him.
Okay.
But he's there, and he plays a big role in the movie.
There's a third one with Ed Norton, I think, right?
Yeah, which is actually a prequel. Yeah,
before
Red
Silence of the
Dragon.
Lambs.
Yeah, that takes place before Silence of the Lambs, which is a remake of a movie called Manhunter. Because they're a set of books. Did you know this?
No.
They were a set of books by Thomas Harris.
Okay.
He wrote Red Dragon, he wrote Silence of the Lambs, he wrote Hannibal, and he wrote Hannibal Rising, which is the last one. Not a good movie. But I watched it anyways, like, why not? And Red Dragon was made into Manhunter, directed by Michael Mann, who did Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
I think I've heard of the movie Manhunter. Yeah.
It's really good. It's incredibly made movie. Somebody else plays Hannibal Lecter, so it's kind of interesting to see the different interpretations.
It's older than Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, mid 80s, I want to say, 84, 85, something along those lines. But yeah, so then they remade that movie and it became Red Dragon, which is not bad. I liked it. I liked it fine. But it seems like they're trying too hard to be Silence of the Lambs in the tone of it. And it's because they were trying so hard, it took me out of it. Even though, like, I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it, and Norton, of course, you have Anthony Hopkins again. So there's it's a great cast. Ray Fiennes plays the main bad guy. It's a really, really good cast. But there's just something that doesn't work about it with me. But All right, so okay, Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Give us some other ones that you watched.
I went on a AJR rent because like
AJR.
the
What is this?
the new modern horror directors, A. Ari Aster, J. Jordan Peele, R. Robert Eggers.
Okay.
So they're like the main three that are like. I think only Ari Aster works with A24, but it's that new modern style.
Eddington.
I haven't seen Eddington yet.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's all
That same friend from The Naked Gun said it's awesome. Like
it's good,
Yeah.
but at some point you're like, huh? You know, because like, okay, so I reviewed it. I liked it mostly. I liked the first hour of the movie. It sets up some really interesting philosophical ideas. Because do you know what it's about?
The pandemic.
Yeah, it takes place during COVID.
Yeah, there's like a sheriff and
Joaquin Phoenix plays the sheriff who's tired of like these, you know, oppressive rules, and then Pedro Pascal plays the mayor who's like basically trying to set things up to sell out the city to corporate greed.
okay.
You know, and so you have a lot of like interesting conflict that's happening.
And the cast is stacked.
Austin Butler is in it. He does a really, really great job.
Emma Stone
is great, but her character is wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's his wife.
She plays the wife.
Yeah.
And, you know, her character's been through a whole lot, and, you know, she has it on her face how much she's been through. But it doesn't really go anywhere with that. You know what I mean? So
it's more the main two, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, it's more those main two, and when those two are going head to head, it's great stuff.
Okay.
There's just not much that truly complements that particular dynamic. Yeah. And then the ending happens.
Yeah, I've heard the ending is like a turn. Right? Yeah.
It's okay. Here's an interesting movie to keep in mind that it made me think about when I watched it. Adaptation.
Haven't seen Adaptation.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah. It's funny. It's irreverent. You know, because it's about a writer trying to write a movie. And his twin brother is like, oh, I know how to do it. I'm doing this. And I took this workshop. And they're kind of butting heads in how to approach writing a movie. And then the ending happens because there's the process of writing the movie, which is one part of the movie. And then there's the movie that he's writing, how it's visualized. Okay. And then the ending happens and you're like, wait, what? How? Why? There's no setup.
The final 5-10 minutes or the third act?
Like I would say like the last 10-15 minutes. You're like, wait a minute, but it's a whole commentary on the way Hollywood at that time really would just put pressure on you to make something, you know, exciting that people want to see.
That reaches like
the masses.
4 quadrants, yeah.
And in the end, like, you're just a writer trying to create art. And so it's kind of like that battle between like,
that's still present.
Yes, absolutely present. So, but it didn't. So it was in Adaptation. It feels like he's making a commentary about it. In this one, I get the feeling that Ari Aster just like, I'm gonna do something crazy. You know,
he does that, like Midsommar.
I've never watched it.
The ending of Midsommar is. I haven't seen Eddington, and you haven't seen Midsommar, but the ending of what you're describing Eddington as seems similar because Midsommar also like it eliminates any form of dialogue or explanation, and it just goes for it. It does something crazy. And Beau is Afraid. You've seen Beau is Afraid?
No.
The entire movie is like the entire movie is a left turn every 5 minutes.
Okay.
And it's my favorite one. Like I saw Hereditary, Midsommar, and Beau is Afraid.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's Beau is Afraid, Hereditary, and Midsommar.
Okay.
But all three are very good.
I mean, I like the fact that there's like a unique voice that's around doing this thing.
And they're different movies.
Yeah.
It's not the same, like,
that's what I hear.
Voice. Yeah, it's a voice style, but still keeps it fresh. Like, they're, it's especially like his first movie, Hereditary, and Midsommar. They're both horror movies, Midsommar a little less. They're polar opposites in terms of like style and how the themes, and Hereditary is a very dark, like literally visually dark movie.
It's with Hugh Grant.
No, it's Toni Collette and Alex Wolff.
Okay.
Like she's her mother dies and they're
I thought Hugh Grant was in
grieving.
that movie
No,
for some reason.
And it's a very dark movie thematically and visually.
Mhm.
Midsommar, it's a little funnier, and it's all during the day.
Okay.
They go like to like Sweden or no, not Norway, something like that, and it
Yeah.
doesn't like the night is very short.
Yeah, it's endless.
Yeah. The Midsommar, that's the celebration that they do. So, and yeah, like just very different movies which work in very different ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I spent most of my summer watching like the big movies coming out because for the first time I remember being excited.
Yeah, me too.
Specifically for F1. You know, I'm starting to be like a huge Joseph Kosinski fanboy.
Yeah.
You know, ever since I watched Oblivion, which was based on a comic, I recently learned that.
I didn't know that.
I did not.
Yeah.
There's a channel that I follow, which I'll give a shout out to, Mr. Sunday Movies on YouTube, and they also have a podcast called the Weekly Planet, I think it is, and they movies, you know, comics and TV shows, as they say, and every week they have a series that's called Caravan of Garbage, which started out as kind of like making fun of like really terrible things, movies that came out and video games, but then it just kind of morphed into like, you know, hey, let's just cover these kinds of movies.
Okay.
And the theme that they've been going with these last few weeks is movies that you didn't know were comic books, you know. And then like the last one, they haven't done it yet, but they kind of did a preview of the 4 that they're gonna do is Oblivion. I'm like, oh shit, okay, all right.
It makes sense.
I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
I love the visual style of it. Once I heard that, after I watched the movie and then I heard they were gonna do Top Gun Maverick, and it was like Joseph Kosinski is the director.
Took 10 years to
He's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
I have full confidence it's gonna be a beautiful looking movie.
Yeah.
You know, and it was. So when it's like, all right, he's gonna do a racing movie on brand. This movie's gonna
He
be
also
great.
did Tron Legacy. I haven't seen
Is
Tron
that
Legacy.
Tron Legacy?
Yeah,
Tron
he did
Legacy?
Tron Legacy.
I remember liking it.
I didn't see Tron Legacy. None of the Trons.
No, I remember liking Tron Legacy. I didn't think it was as bad as people said it was. I do think it was a little bit trying too much to be the Matrix in some
The
ways.
visuals, like a here that.
Well, even like story beats, like in
Okay.
Tron Legacy, there's a character that very much reminds me of the Merovingian in Matrix Reloaded. So I was like, okay, but like the music is great, the visuals are really, really cool.
It's Daft Punk, I think.
Daft
And
Punk.
the new one, it's Trent Reznor and
Nine Inch Nails. No, 9 Inch Nails, not just those two.
All
the
of them.
band
Yeah, okay.
is back together, you know, so I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah.
Jared Leto, you know, he's hit or miss with his choices. You know, what's the movie, the Spider-Man movie he did?
Morbius.
Morbius. Yeah, wow.
Morbius, yeah.
I'm like, bro, how much did
That
they
was
back
a
up the money truck?
2022 summer.
Yeah, there we go. So with F1, I was like, this is gonna be cool. I know, I just feel it. I knew it, and then I watched it, and I was like, yes, please. This is what summer used to be like. Like that was growing up in the '90s as a teenager. Every movie just about was as cool as F1.
Very
Everyone.
throwback. Right? The characters, everything.
Yeah, like Brad Pitt's just really just being Brad Pitt at this point.
Which is something that people did in the 90s, right? Like movie stars.
Yeah.
You have loud movies, movie stars, good music, action. It's
Yeah,
like
it was-
everything.
I still remember like 1996. That was the first Mission Impossible movie.
Hey.
That was The Rock. There was, I know I'm missing a bunch, but those two movies really stick out to me.
The same song.
Yeah, they came out the exact same summer season. Some other not so good ones. I remember Multiplicity was one with Michael Keaton where he clones himself so he can do everything he can for his wife and family. It's really funny and really cool. But like, just let's have some fun. Let's have action. I think Armageddon came out the following year,
Michael Bay?
97, 98. Yeah. Bad Boys was 95. You know, so like there's been, I've seen a few videos where it goes through like, okay, 1984 and just like 15 movies
That are still
that came
good.
out that are classics that you think you're like, whoa, that movie's the best. Like 94 was one of those movies, one of those seasons. you know, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption. You know, it's just stacked.
All in the summer.
No, well, that year.
That year, yeah.
Which is why I'm saying The Lion King.
Yeah, The Lion King.
Which is why I'm like, watch the 90s. You know, it's like, look.
I've seen those. I've seen all those that you said talking about. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, F1, huge thing.
The Hans Zimmer score,
dope,
amazing. Like he also did Top Gun Maverick.
He did,
and he's doing the next one, like the Joseph Kosinski does.
I don't know how he did. Have you ever looked at his IMDb?
The Hans Zimmer.
Yeah,
I listen to him every day.
He goes like 1,000 movies, man.
The Creator, he did 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Every year he has a new movie.
Yeah. He works so much. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Superman. Yes. Superman. No. I'll say what I liked about this movie. I liked it was such a comic book movie. It felt like a comic book. So I really got bright colors, over the top characters. So I can kind of see like, you know, James Gunn definitely understands how to make a movie from a comic book. Yeah. He's demonstrated that with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Suicide Squad.
But he doesn't get Superman. He didn't understand how to do that. Yeah. And I think this is, I don't think I'm weird or unique in this way. I don't think people want a Superman that always needs help. Yeah. That's always on the defensive. Mm-hmm. And that not just on the defensive, but is like very reactive. Like that scene, was...
Spoilers for Superman.
It's not even really a spoiler. Okay. It was one of those scenes that, was getting attention. It was the interview scene with him and Lois Lane. Mm-hmm. And how he's like losing his temper.
Yeah.
I've never seen him lose his temper in a conversation.
And even if it's like a comedic bit where he's talking about the internet comments that he receives and that he gets, it's a serious conversation, and then she says like poop head, something like that, they call him, and he loses his mind in like a serious way, and she laughs, and she's supposed to be, it doesn't work for me.
No, it doesn't work for me at all. Like the only time I ever remember Superman like losing it from an emotional standpoint is Superman 1 when Lois Lane dies.
And I also as well.
No, he like screams out and like you feel it.
And the same thing in Man of Steel when he
kills Zod.
He kills Zod.
Spoilers.
And that's why I think, like, personal thing, Man of Steel is my favorite Superman.
Yeah, no, Henry Cavill is definitely my favorite Superman.
I think
I love Christopher Reeve, do not get me wrong, but it's almost like he's in a category by himself.
At
this point, it's untouchable. Leave that alone. It's there's no argument there. So after Christopher Reeve, you have George Reeve, you have Dean Cain, you have the dude that played Superboy. There was a short-lived series called Superboy. The dude in Tom Wellington in Smallville,
and the Superman and Lois, Tyler Hoechlin.
Yeah, that dude. I hear good. I've never watched it.
Me too, but I like him.
But like of all of those, it's like no, Henry Cavill.
I like Henry Cavill, but like the main complaint that many people have is like this isn't a good Superman, like a good person Superman, because he destroys building, he kills out. That scene shows how he feels what he does. Man. He knows, like, that's a more human Superman than a Superman that comes like in front of Lex Luthor and says, "I'm human. I step up every day." That was a good scene, but I prefer way more if you do something more internal, like Man of Steel, than Superman. I still thought it was fine, the new 2025 one.
I think they can redeem it later on.
There are more. It's the first,
but it was not. I wish Superman was a little bit more centered, a little bit more proactive.
I warmed up to Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, no, he was great. I even liked his motivation.
In the end, that's why I liked him.
Yeah.
Because throughout the movies, he's yelling, he's like evil guy. When he, can I give a spoiler?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, spoiler. When he kills Superman's civilian friend when he's arrested. That was the first scene when I'm like, okay, this is a villain. Yeah. This is an actual villain.
Yeah.
And in the end, his monologue about his envy being what made him fight Superman, which is his calling. That's That was good for me.
Yeah, but also like the sense of like he hates Superman because everything that Superman has is just like
Innate.
born with.
Yeah.
Yes, innate. That's a great way of putting it. Whereas somebody like him had to work for everything.
And just like the people he idolizes, right? Like the scientists he names.
Right.
Like, how do these people already have the status and intelligence, but a guy that just came from space, just by coming from space is already Superman?
So it's like that James Gunn got perfectly that relating to the villain.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna go that far, but you're like, I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Even though I would never take it in that direction, you know? And to me that's like the most essential aspect of any villain.
Yeah.
With very, very few exceptions, and even the exceptions prove the rule, i.e. the Joker.
Yeah.
You have no idea about the Joker.
Yeah.
You know? But you don't have to.
You fill out the spaces. Like
exactly.
I thought there were too many characters, like
that
too much, too fast, too much plot.
Was the Justice Gang really necessary?
It wasn't like there was even like Hot Girl didn't do anything. She was there. I didn't love I liked Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, but like Amy Adams, I'll take every day more than Rachel.
She was great. Amy Adams was great.
I prefer Amy Adams.
I really like this because I don't know. I guess because I don't know. Maybe I'm just becoming cynical in my old age. Because when and Amy Adams did this very well. Like she was a journalist.
She was a journalist.
Like to the bone.
Fine Superman.
Yeah. And I think because of how journalism has mutated into something that is not really journalism anymore.
That's what
to
the new
see someone like Rachel Brosnahan be a journalist, like I think I said this before, where it's like she reminded me of like these old journalists that would always ask hard-hitting questions, not for the gotcha moment, but
for
because
herself.
for the sake of her job, of what she's trying to do. So that aspect of the interview scene I really liked. I just didn't like Superman's reactiveness in the scene, you know.
I like David Cornsway. I think he was good.
He has
really
the
good
presence.
I prefer
Superman.
and I prefer Man of Steel. Like my Superman ranking would be Man of Steel, the OG, and then the new one. Out of like the main three. But I think like in terms of actor, I would put Henry Cavill in third. I like him. David Cornsway and of course Christopher Reeve. But I love what he has heart. The out of place James Gunn humor partially works because of him. I think I like his charisma. I thought he was good. But like James Gunn, like you've seen Guardians 3?
No, I still haven't seen it.
It's one of my favorite, not just comic book, but one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
And coming off one of my favorite movies of all time, like Superman has to be one of the biggest disappointments of the year for me.
Yeah. Because I was really hoping out, but again, I hated the costume. I hated the costume.
Yeah.
We can have a whole podcast
about the costumes.
About how I hate the costume. Okay. And to me, that's probably the best contribution of Zack Snyder, is changing the costume, because even the Superman and Lois series took that same idea, of that same visual. Underwear on the outside, that's just dumb. That's just pure dumbness. So like, why did you do that? You know, so I think that's one of the things maybe that James Gunn was like, no, I'm going to shoehorn this in instead of, you know, trying to... Just because it's a comic book movie. Yeah, like it's a comic book movie. Because of it, they'll buy it, you know? But to me, it just looks... It's a terrible suit. I didn't like it at all. And then with Fantastic Four. Now we're talking. I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. Again, I think we talked about this before. I don't know if I enjoyed it because everything sucks. And it was really good. And so I think of it more than maybe it already is. But it was great. I really loved it. So Fantastic Four, Naked Gun, and Superman have an unexpected through line for me. They're brightly colored. And because of that, it almost seems as if, because I heard somebody say this, and it was like, in good times, you'll always see like the dark looking movies. You have the Man of Steel, you have the Dark Knight trilogy, you know, and so you watch these movies and it's like, okay, everything is good, and then it's like this kind of dark and brooding tone to it. And when things kind of suck in real life, it's like, I want to go to the movies to escape it. I don't want that darkness when I go watch a movie.
Yeah, but it's still there.
Yeah, so like they have a little respite from the darkness of everyday life, and now they're like brightly colored. They feel good as they're watching and when they come out. So I thought that was something interesting, like a little trend I noticed that's happening in Hollywood. So
More color.
I'm like, all right, cool.
People
Even
complain.
F1.
Even F1, yeah.
Even F1, it's like, you know, primary colors. Everything is
White.
like very pronounced.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, and so that is interesting. But to go back to Fantastic Four, it really is the best interpretation of Fantastic Four,
for sure.
minus the Incredibles. You know, the Incredibles were able to do it in a way because it's CGI, but as a movie, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
And I think one of the strengths of it, believe it or not, is that they didn't show so much of Mr. Fantastic's powers.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they held back from that as much as they did really played into its strength and not have it be as goofy.
And his like
as the early 2000 movies
and
were.
his main asset in this movie specifically is his mind.
Exactly.
Which it should be. Yeah.
Exactly. That's his superpower.
Yeah, that's
not the stretchiness.
That's an asset for him.
Yeah.
Especially in the ending. Like in the trailer we see him use his power like once, I think. But in the ending of the movie, like the third act, he uses it when he needs to.
Yeah. Although I do have issues with how his mind created the solution to get rid of Galactus.
There are many like logical.
It's like, so I'm gonna build these satellites to transport the Earth to another galaxy. It's like, what do you think is gonna happen when Earth gets there?
Is there gonna be sun there?
Is there gonna be sun? Is the atmosphere going to be supported by that galaxy? And, you know,
you're supposed to assume that he's calculated everything and like out of all the possibilities, he's found the perfect place. But still, it's too far fetched. So.
I didn't like that. I didn't like, one of the things that I thought about was like, okay, Galactus has this insatiable need to eat planets. But if he eats Franklin Richards, it'll be fine. It'll get rid of his hunger. But if you eat the planet, you also eat Franklin Richards.
He wasn't gonna eat Franklin. He wanted to take him off the planet.
Take him off?
Yeah, he wanted to do what he did with the Silver Surfer.
Make him a herald or something?
Not make him. He wanted him to replace him eventually. I like what I understood is that he wanted to adopt Franklin Richards and destroy his world so he can like go back and to fulfill his hunger. But what I figured while I was watching, that's like something I laughed when I realized I was wrong. When they first spoilers for Fantastic Four, when they first meet Galactus, like the first scene, that entire space sequence is amazing. First of all, like. Very interstellar-esque, beautiful looking. The Silver Surfer surfing through the black hole, just gorgeous.
Can I tell you a little bit of that I really appreciated after the fact? Is like they were shooting lasers at him. Yeah. And even the lasers are bending.
Yeah, they were bending with the
and I was like, somebody was thinking. Yeah. Somebody in the writing room was like, wait a minute.
It's gonna bend.
We gotta add this in there. Yeah. You know, so all those little attention to detail, I really, really liked. Yeah. You know, so that was really cool.
So when they first like get to Galactus's space realm, something like it, looks gorgeous as well. I think this is maybe the best looking Marvel film ever.
Oh yeah. I love the '60s retro vibe. Although I'll say, like, as soon as I saw the trailer, the '60s retro vibe, I was like, yeah, they really watched The Incredibles. Yeah. To get that same feeling, but it was.
And it's the guy who did WandaVision, which is also very stylistic.
Which to me is the one and only Disney Plus show that should have ever been made.
Loki.
No.
No, come on, Loki's good.
I'm not saying Loki's not good. Because here's a question that I always ask anytime a sequel is made. Does the sequel justify its own existence? So in the case of the show, does Loki justify its own existence? It's well done, but I'm like, is it necessary?
I think it is because, like, especially the second season. The first season, sure, maybe not, but it was like a setup for Kang, which
it went nowhere.
History knows what happens with that.
Yeah.
But the second season ends because he's coming back, but ends his arc as someone destined to have a throne. Like he finds his throne. Yeah. He has his glorious purpose.
Okay.
because like even if you watch Phase 1, 2, and 3, I think like he's a standout character. He's Thor's flamboyant brother. He's in the Avengers. Thor Ragnarok. He's like turning a little different, and then he dies in Infinity War, and it's like a complete out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think he deserved it, you know, like as a character, to find his glorious purpose as the master of the multiverse. I thought it was fulfilling.
Sure. Okay. All right.
As like a spanning narrative, sure. But there I meant like Falcon and Winter Soldier. What if, like, man?
I remember enjoying. Well, you know what it is like. I remember really liking Falcon and Winter Soldier as I was watching it.
Yeah.
And then when it ended, I was thinking about it. And I was like,
what happened?
Wait, what?
No.
Was that necessary?
That Falcon and the Winter Soldier should have been Captain America 4. Or maybe merge with actual Brave New World.
I think it should be just something different.
Yeah.
No more Captain America.
Okay,
just make a Falcon movie.
Yeah.
Give Anthony Mackie his well-deserved franchise. But no, WandaVision had me in tears at the end, man.
What is grief but love persevere? That's
one of the best line gives me goosebumps right now, man.
It's amazing.
You know, and I think it was kind of necessary because it's like, I think after Infinity War especially, even though everyone loved Endgame, I think we needed our own kind of grieving period as an audience.
Yeah, okay.
And I think WandaVision was that catharsis
yeah.
for our grieving of like this thing where I'm so sad it's over because it was so amazing from beginning to end. You know, WandaVision was special.
WandaVision did everything that Thor Love and Thunder did the opposite of. Like joking with the Infinity Stones, having plays about Infinity War. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things I still liked about Love and Thunder.
Yeah. I love the music. I love the Guns N' Roses. It's so prominent in there. As a huge Guns N' Roses fan, it just tugged at my heartstrings.
I don't hate Love and Thunder. Yeah.
And Christian Bale.
Yeah, he's amazing. Probably like top 3 MCU villains, but he's not in the movie enough.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish. I wish it was almost because I just wanted him to be in the MCU as something cool. And I was like, because he's great in everything he does. When I heard he was gonna play, what was his name again?
Gore the God Butcher.
The God Butcher. There you go. I was like, okay, he's gonna be the bad guy. All right. I wish he could do something else. You know, but all right, I'm gonna enjoy it, and it was great.
Yeah, he was great.
And there were certain scenes in Love and Thunder that worked, but overall, it was, 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's my rating of it.
So Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
I was talking about
tangent there.
When they came to Galactus's realm ship in that planet, when they see it exploding, when Galactus says, like they say, what can we do?
The voice?
Ralph Innocent voice.
I can't do it.
Your child. He wants their child in exchange to not destroy the planet. And then, like, I think Pedro Pascal asks why. He said he says something like he has a power that you have no idea of, that you can't imagine.
Right.
And that I need him to replace my hunger. That's all he says. That's all his motivation, and sure.
Right.
The second he said that, I immediately thought, I didn't know it was Franklin Richards. I thought they were changing something from the comics, like adapting.
Yeah.
Their son is Doctor Doom. That's what I thought. I thought that throughout the entire movie, because like it doesn't make sense when you think about the comics and like Franklin Richards and the daughter that they have. But I thought they were like adapting. The post-credit scene kind of merges those ideas together.
With wrapping up
and finally starts setting up the next event movie, which is what Phase 1 and 2 did so well.
Secret Wars or Doomsday?
Doomsday first, which was Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
Which was what Phase 1 and Phase 2 did so well with Thanos. Like the first Avengers, I'll do it myself. Guardians of the Galaxy, he appears in the movie. That's set up. And they tried doing that with Loki and like not the Marvels, like Ant-Man, Quantumania. Kang appears, but then Jonathan Majors now setting up Doom. It's very wonky, but they're course correcting with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, I'm cynical.
Me too.
We'll see what happens. I don't think so. But I think definitely since Endgame, this is the best one. for me,
Guardians.
hands down.
You haven't seen Guardians.
That's right.
But
I
it
haven't
is-
seen Guardians 3.
it
but
is
it's definitely
like-
up there.
It is Guardians, this and No Way Home, probably this, if I'm being honest.
All right.
Like, I loved Fantastic Four first steps.
I love Joseph Quinn.
Joseph
Johnny
Quinn,
Storm.
amazing. Just like from Stranger Things. I love the way they cast them.
Yeah, I thought
Joseph
it was really well
Quinn from Stranger Things,
Mm-hmm.
which I love.
Yeah, I love
Stranger Things, and like he did already Gladiator 2 with Pedro Pascal, and also A Quiet Place, which was whatever. Pedro Pascal came from TV, came from Game of Thrones, Narcos, The Last of Us, also Gladiator 2, but like this is the four of them first like major role as like a main character.
And they feel like a family.
They feel like they have
Which is
chemistry,
great,
they
great
play off
chemistry.
each other really well. Vanessa Kirby also, like she was nominated for an Oscar like this like the past 5 years, I think.
Yeah.
She's great, but my favorite casting choice was Evan Moss Backrack.
Mole Man.
no, the thing.
Oh right,
Evan
right,
Moss
right.
Backrack
I'm
from The
thinking
Bear.
of the other guy. Yeah.
I spent like my break. I watched 30 whatever movies. I saw The Bear season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see The Bear?
I've never seen the Bear. I've heard such great things.
It's
about
amazing, and he is perfect for the thing. Like he's in CGI, whatever, and it's really good CGI as well. His voice is really good. His manner, like even if you watch The Bear, you can see this guy as a thing, and it's really good. But yeah, also the Mole Man, Paul Walter Hauser, like that was hilarious.
And no one was surprised
No.
when he played Mole Man. Like as soon as you heard he was cast,
That's Mole
we
Man.
were like, no, that's Mole Man.
Yeah. And they didn't even say who he was playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, that's Mole Man.
Yeah.
But to me, I think my favorite aspect is Johnny Storm learning Shia LaBeouf's language so he can flirt with her. I think that's his reasoning for learning the language.
But
And then
it
finds
becomes
out the message of what she's trying
That's
to
really
say.
good. That's how you write
That's
a comic
on
book
brand.
character. Yeah.
It's so on brand because if
Yeah.
you go back and watch the 2000s movies, you can see how another way of doing Johnny Storm in a more kind of heightened, comical, ridiculous way.
Very, very explicitly flirtatious, right?
Right. It's almost too much.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, even though like I watched him in the movie theater, I enjoyed him.
Chris Evans is great.
He's funny in
He's
it,
funny.
you know.
Yeah.
But then when you juxtapose it with Joseph Quinn and how that Johnny Storm is done, it's like, okay, yes, he's still on brand, but he's not like a caricature. You know, he's not this over-the-top kind of character.
He's
he just kind of
grounded.
does over-the-top things.
Yes, it's a person that could exist. He's
Exactly.
He's
You
grounded.
can relate to him.
And like he has those key traits, but like you said, like he's doing it to flirt with her, but in the end he discovers that, and he does tell the other three that he found her language, something like that. But then he goes like on a side quest, on a tangent that becomes essential when he she comes and destroys the satellites, and he kind of traps her with her language, like plays that all around the city. That's a really impactful moment for a character that wouldn't be impactful, but it feels grounded.
Yeah, so it's not just Reed Richards is smart.
No,
You know?
yeah. He also has this.
I thought that was really well done.
And also something I thought the Fantastic Four did better. Two things it did better than Superman. One, it threw you in a world that already existed way better than Superman.
Yeah,
Like it was very
no origin story.
no word, just a like
the newsreel,
the
talk
news,
show.
yeah, the first
vignettes.
scene, second scene. And the second thing, like when they start planning how to get out of Galactus, like his threat, the whole world coming together.
Yeah.
Every scene, like there was a montage of Reed Richards announcing to the world, and all the countries building those teletransportation and stuff. That's hope, not just preaching about hope directly, like James Gunn did. I love James Gunn, but still, I think Matt Shackman did it way more organically and better, and in a way that comic book movies should be doing this, like should be positive in this way. Yeah. Less preaching and obvious, more leaning into the story beats.
Leave the agendas.
Just lean into the story, the lore, the comic booky as well, the space. Like this is a sci-fi movie. Above all, and a comic book movie, and it puts those themes of hope and family into the movie, not on top of the movie.
Awesome. I was very, very satisfied. Anyways, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming out. Don't forget to tip your waitress. See you next time, sir.
See you next time.